The Midday Show with Chloe.
In our conversation later today on the Midday Show, we're going to get into a general overview of the current traffic situation. We're also going to be exploring crucial recent upcoming law changes, and this is uncovering the most frequent mistakes leading to accidents, all right? There's so much to get into, as well as finding out exactly what to do if you're ever in a mishap, a vehicular or a road mishap. Now, let's get into this conversation on the midday. From navigating our busy roads to understanding the very latest regulations, we've got the expert insights you need right here on QBS. We are honored to be joined by First Lieutenant Engineer Abdullah Yusuf Kafoud. He is a traffic planning officer at the General Directorate of Traffic at the Ministry of Interior. Now, we'll be getting a general overview of the current traffic situation, exploring crucial, recent, and upcoming law changes, uncovering the most frequent mistakes leading to accidents, and finding out exactly what to do if you're ever in one. And we hope that you don't get to encounter any accident or get into one. Plus, we'll be discussing the traffic department's proactive initiatives to keep our roads safe and flowing, especially with major events on the horizon. First Lieutenant Engineer Abdullah Kafoud, welcome to the show, sir. How are you?
Fine, thank you. First of all, thank you for your kind invitation and warm hospitality. I truly hope this interview will be informative and beneficially for all of our listeners.
Absolutely. Now, Engineer, let's start off. Could you give our listeners a general overview of the current traffic situation in Qatar? And as a follow-up, are there any trends or challenges you've observed recently?
First of all, Qatar is considered one of the leading countries in terms of infrastructure and development overall. Qatar continues to make steady progress in enhancing its traffic infrastructure and road safety system. We occasionally experience some congestions during the peak hours, especially in rapidly developing areas. However, continuous monitoring and proactive planning allow us to manage various challenges effectively.
Right. Now, what are the recent and upcoming changes to traffic laws in the country that drivers, like myself, need to be aware of?
I don't think there are a lot of things are coming because we are always working to align our traffic regulation with international best practices. And any update are carefully studied before implementation. While I can't speak about anything before it's officially announced,
Right.
I encourage all road users to stay informed through official channels and regularly review our public safety announcement from the traffic department.
And not only traffic department, I personally follow the Ministry of Interior's official X account. I get my updates there regularly, on the daily.
Yes,
in fact.
this is the official channels. That's you can take the official things from it. Any law, any kind of things, it's going to be officially announced from this channels.
Yes, and very helpful too on my day-to-day, not only driving, but also some reminders, and we make these announcements as well. So, Engineer, I'd like to ask you next, what are the most frequent traffic violations or errors observed among drivers on Qatar's roads that commonly contribute to accidents?
In general, some common behaviors observed such as distracted driving, using mobile phone, speeding, overtaking without indicator lights, and failure to maintain safe distance. These are some of the reasons that may causing the accidents.
Yeah.
But our focus remains to raising awareness and encouraging responsible driving habit through continuous education and enforcement. Following traffic law is not just a legal obligation.
Yeah.
It's a responsibility that help safeguard your life and the life of everyone around you.
We were talking about the most frequent traffic violations or errors observed among drivers on Qatar's roads. And Engineer, what are these that commonly contribute to accidents? Let's go through that list again.
In general, some common behaviors observed such as distracted driving, using mobile phone while driving, speeding, overtaking without indicator lights,
Yeah.
And lastly, failure to maintain the safe distance. These are the most common violations that causing a lot of accidents.
Right. Now, in the unfortunate event of a traffic accident in Qatar, engineer, could you please tell us what are the immediate steps drivers should take to ensure their safety and also to comply with legal requirements and facilitate the proper handling of the situation by the authorities?
The safety of everyone involved is the first priority. Drivers should move to a safe area if possible. Use the hazard light and contact the appropriate authority immediately.
Right.
For the minor accidents, it can be reported by Matrash application. Following the progress that's advised by the law enforcement when you call the 999, they will give you the appropriate sorry for that. They will give you the appropriate instruction.
Yeah.
To ensure a smooth, lawful resolution and for the incident.
Exactly.
Because every case have a different scenario. Because sometimes you are on a local road, sometimes you are on a highway road. It's have a different scenario. How do you move your car to a safe place? That's why we encourage you and ask you guys to please call 999 and they will give you the right information for your situation.
So even in a very panicky situation, you might still be in a bit of shock. It's always good to call 999.
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
That's right.
For the proper instructions.
Yeah, they will give you the proper instruction for your situation because every case have a different scenario. That's why I cannot give you a direct scenario for any case. That's why I am telling you guys, please call 999 and there are a lot of training people that they're gonna ensure you a good solution for your situation.
What are the initiatives does the traffic department currently undertaking to improve road safety, engineer, and reduce traffic congestion in Qatar, especially during big events? Oh, this is very important.
We are actually collaborating with a lot of stakeholders, as like Ashghal, Ministry of Transportation and Communication, to ensure traffic flow and safety during major events. While specifically may vary depending on the occasion. Our overall approach includes strategic planning, real-time monitoring, and public engagement to keep the traffic running smoothly. That's what we are doing right now, actually, to be collaborating with a lot of various stakeholders.
Right. And again, especially during major events.
Yes.
And we've got a lot of that coming up too in the calendar year. And we know this for a fact. So that brings us to the end of our conversation. But we did talk about earlier about this, isn't it, engineer, that the best way to get more information and updates would be to follow the official social media channels.
That's right. You can follow them on X or a lot of official channels on to be taken the exact information. Right,
there you go. And one of which, and this is something that we do follow here on QBS, would be your official X account of the Ministry of Interior. And there's so much information there that you can check on the daily basis.
That's right.
Not only within the Ministry of Interior, but specifically under the General Directorate of Traffic and other updates that you could use. There you go.
Right.
So on behalf of our team, First Lieutenant Engineer Abdullah Kafoud, thank you again for joining us.
You're welcome.
And we hope to have you again to amplify the message that is so important to everybody who's using the roads in the country of Qatar. That's right. For our special feature, let's talk about something every driver should know: how not to damage your car or your vehicle in Qatar's unique driving conditions. So whether you're new in town or have been cruising the Corniche for years, Qatar's heat, sand, and stop-and-go traffic can take a toll on your vehicle. Some of the most common things people do here in Qatar that end up damaging their cars include ignoring the heat. Now, I'm pretty sure it's hard to ignore the heat, but if you have been subconsciously doing this, As you know, Qatar's extreme summer temperatures can literally fry your engine. You got to listen up. If your cooling system isn't maintained, then it adds to the possibility of damaging your vehicle. There's sand. It gets into your air filters and engine, and many drivers don't check tire pressure, which is risky on hot roads. Overinflated or underinflated tires can burst in the heat. All right, so regular checks are key. Oil, coolant, air filters, and tires. Check them all regularly, especially before long drives or during the peak summer months. So, as you know, we haven't even gotten there yet. Not officially summer just yet, but it's beginning to feel like it. And once we are in the peak months, you just know that you should prepare for the extremely hot weather conditions, okay? Another thing would be things like aggressive braking, hard acceleration, and riding the brakes down steep areas, especially in hilly places like the road to Zikrit or inland dunes. Also, some people rest their foot on the clutch or drive with low fuel, both of which wear out your car faster. So smooth and steady wins the race and saves our engine. Drive gently, give your car a minute to warm up. All right, sit in the car for like a minute or two. That's how warming up means or translates to be. All right, and especially in the morning, always keep an eye on warning lights. Check your dashboard. Okay, they're not just decoration. Funnily enough. Now, here's a simple checklist for car care tips in Qatar. Number 1, regular oil and filter changes, especially with sandy conditions. Number 2, coolant and radiator checks, at least every few months. Number 3, tire pressure and tread checks, monthly or more in summer. Number 4 is to not skip car washes. Sand and salt can corrode your paint and underbody, or what we call the under chassis. And number 5 is to park in the shade or use a windshield cover to protect your interior. I just love the friend who gifted me with a windshield cover, and I could not forget him for that because I needed that badly at a time that I was looking for a really nice windshield cover to do just the job. So there you have it, some simple steps to help you not damage your car in Qatar, treat your vehicle well, and it'll treat you well back, especially under our blazing desert sun. But right now, we are going to have to get into the final segment. And this is very helpful and informative indeed, because we are going to get into practical ways to save petrol. So as you know, saving petrol while driving doesn't have to be complicated. Think of it as being gentle and smart with your car, okay? Accelerate smoothly when you start moving and try to brake gradually by taking your foot off the gas early. Keeping a steady speed, especially on longer roads outside Doha, also helps us use less fuel. Imagine you're trying not to spill a drink. That is the visual we're giving you. Smooth and consistent movements are key. So another easy way to save petrol is to avoid letting your car idle unnecessarily. If you're stopped for more than a minute, like a long traffic light or waiting for someone, simply turn off your engine. Restarting actually uses less fuel. Okay, let me say that again. Restarting actually uses less fuel than just sitting there with the engine running. Also, remember those tires? Make sure they're properly inflated. So soft tires make your engine work harder, like trying to run with flat shoes. Can you imagine? Finally, a little planning goes a long way. So try to combine your trips around Doha so you're not making lots of short journeys with a cold engine, which uses more fuel initially. And when you're driving, especially in Qatar's heat, use your air conditioning wisely. Keep the windows closed when it's on and don't blast it at full power right away. Okay, remember what we talked about in the beginning? The common things that you may be subconsciously causing damage to your car is not letting it heat properly or warm up. Especially the first thing in the morning when you get in your car and you go, vroom, 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 right away. So sit there for a minute or two, let your engine warm up. And this is, we're going full circle here. Simple habits like these can add up to significant savings at the petrol